ladies and gentlemen, welcome to new Bitrix24 release. Let's make sure that everyone can see and hear us all right. We had a little bit, a few technical
difficulties.
Can everyone see and hear us all right? Great. So today we are going to be introducing new Bitrix24, and the slogan for this release is "Take the future into your hands." And this is because the great deal of new features that we're going to be talking about is directly related to our new awesome mobile app. Before I go into details, I want to give a brief explanation how we plan our release, because a lot of work goes into the actual planning part. We do appreciate every single partner who participates in the special sessions where we gather your feedback. We also work with a lot of feedback from our enterprise clients, and we also do a number of jobs to be done interviews when we talk to clients face to face. Also, there are a number of feedback submission forms that's the feedback that we get from there is also incorporated into new releases. The No Legacy project, everyone of you is well aware importance of this project. I'm not going to go into the details, but you see the mobility part of that project that is very, very critical. This is what this release is going to be about. So today we're going to be introducing 2 new products. We're going to go into great details about how our new mobile CRM works. And also AI revolution that's happening. It's now part of Bitrix24 as well. We will be talking about that, as well as sharing roadmap. And at the very end, if you guys are going to stay with us, there is going to be a spoiler alert. There are over 130 slides in this presentation. We try to cram it all into 1 hour, but realistically it may take a little bit over an hour, so hopefully most of you will stay with us. So let's
get started.
Yes, let's start with mobile CRM. So the important part about mobile CRM is the idea that every critical part of working with Bitrix24 has to be available on your handheld device. So let's talk about leads and deals in Bitrix24. This is because there are two ways companies and clients work with CRM. There are about 71% of current Bitrix24 clients who start working with deals, and that's their workflow. But there are also businesses, and there are certain clients where they absolutely need to work with leads. And as you know, prior to this release, you were only able to work with deals. Now leads have been added to mobile CRM. And now when you switch to your device, you can actually switch between two different modes of working with the CRM. The so-called simple CRM mode when you work with deals, or the classic CRM mode. This is when you start with leads. So this option has been available on the desktop on your computer prior to this release. Now the very same thing can be done on your mobile phone. And you can work with leads using Bitrix24 app, just like you were able to work with deals as we were showing to you during the fall 2022 release. So leads are available to clients who are using mobile CRM, and it's very, very easy to switch between the classic CRM mode if you don't need leads, or if you do need leads, you can use the other mode as well. Okay, so now let's talk about how quotes work inside Bitrix24 CRM. Again, the entity is known by many different names. Sometimes it's called estimates, sometimes it's called proposals in Great Britain, I believe. You can now create quotes from scratch using your mobile phone. It's very, very easily done. Again, all you need to do is launch the app, go into your CRM, select the quote section, and then add whatever products that you have in your product catalog. Very easy to do. The great thing about working with quotes on your mobile CRM is that once you create the quote on the go, you can actually send it to your client right away, either by text message or WhatsApp or email. So that's one of the awesome options that is available to you right now. I will be frequently talking about the new types of industries that are now going to be available to you. And those are businesses where people work primarily with smartphones. So you visit the client, you ask about what they need, you whip up your smartphone, you go into the quotes, select products, the quote is created, and you can send it to your client. Obviously, the quote can be converted to deal or other entities, just like on the desktop. The very same logic works with the invoices. I'm not going to show you the video how it works with invoices because it's very similar to quotes, but the same option is available to you. So again, the great thing is that you can not only create quotes and invoices right on your smartphone device, but that you can instantly share it with your customers. And I know that there are certain online banking solutions that create payable quotes with QR codes. You scan the QR code and you can pay for the invoice. So there are certain solutions, certain banks in certain countries that support this option. It's great if it's available in your country as well. Again, there are a number of different types of documents inside mobile CRM. You can create actually any type of document that you want, a bill of lading or a contract or a service agreement or whatever. So now from your mobile device you can create those documents, you can create them templates, you can edit specific fields, you can print the document, you can save the document, you can see whether the document that you've created and has been sent, whether it was viewed by the client that you sent it to, and all of this is available right on your smartphone. Okay, so let's talk more about how you can customize menu in Bitrix24 CRM. As you know, when you use computer, it's very easy to move different menu items around. You can hide something that you don't need, you can move things around, you can pin things. Now the same logic applies to your mobile phone. So let's say you work with projects more, it makes sense to rearrange the actual app, so you can now easily do this. So this is the vision for a professional mobile CRM that has all of the critical key elements available in a phone number. Leads, deals, quotes, invoices, products, all of those are available to you inside your smartphone if you use Bitrix24 app. And this is because we believe that the mobile CRM has to cover the entire sales cycle. So I will be going into a great detail. So let's talk about
next?
Yes, let's talk about, this is the CRM that has all of the entities, but you also need to communicate
with your clients. And it's easier to do on your phone now, because obviously your field agents are the ones who are communicating with clients, and they need to be able to communicate with the clients effectively. So we're adding email to the mobile app. Now all your emails are available inside an entity deal, for example, and they're visible in the timeline. You can browse through emails linked to this particular deal. You can create emails from this deal once you've set up the email. You can send emails directly from the app. You can track, all of them are stored inside this deal. Your colleagues can browse through these email threads and pick up the deal for you, and you can combine it with other activities available inside mobile CRM, like calls or other entities, and it's now very easy to operate and communicate with the client with email. What I love about it is all email exchanges are stored in the timeline. They are available from the mobile device. You don't need to use another tool or another app now to communicate with clients when you're on the phone. You can all do it from the Bitrix24 app, and it's all neatly stored inside the CRM. Now let's talk about another thing that's very important for client communication in CRM is telephony. And we believe we are one of the first, if not the first one, who've made this level of mobile CRM integration with telephony. What we've created is now you don't need to have your contacts from your CRM record base to be synced with your mobile phone contacts, because many companies might have, millions of records in their CRM database, and it will be just ridiculous to sync this amount of contacts with your phone. Instead, whenever a client calls you, the Bitrix24 app will pick up their phone number and show you the information about this client directly from the CRM. And it works with any telephony integrations that is available inside Bitrix24, not just the standard integration with Voximplant that we have, but any other telephony integration that you technically can connect. So whenever a client calls, you can see information about the client directly in the call. You can open the CRM card directly from the call screen. You can continue to talk with the client while browsing the CRM information about this client. And well, this just takes the ability to work with calls on your phone inside CRM on a whole new level.
And let me explain a little bit about why we think that we're the first to do this with telephony. There are a number of integrations or soft phone solutions. With Bitrix24, when you install the mobile app, you can use any telephony that you're using, whether it's native or it's a telephony that has been integrated using the marketplace like RingCentral, or you can use your own PBX connection via API. And any of that type of telephony will work on your smartphone. Everything is integrated with the CRM. All of the calls recorded, they can be listened to. And again, I think we're the first in the world to give all of those options. Usually, you only can use your smartphone CRM app as a soft phone solution. The way Bitrix24 integrates telephony is much, much deeper than the competition.
Yeah, and it's all you just need to have on your phone is Bitrix24 app. That's it. Now let's talk about Telegram, for example, as another communication channel with your clients, that being, messengers. We have managed to create a Telegram integration that can be set up very quickly in less than a minute. Here, as you can see, that all you need to do is go to the Telegram, create a new Telegram bot, give it a name, so it will be the name of your open channel for Bitrix24, and that's it. You paste the token from the Telegram bot into the Bitrix24 app, and you're ready to use Telegram to connect with your clients. All you need to do is send the link or send a QR code to your client, and once they follow it, they can continue to communicate with you inside their Telegram messenger. So they're just sending you the message, and this message goes directly and creates an open channel inside your CRM, and your managers can start chatting with your client using Bitrix24. So all communications is stored inside CRM. Many times we know that in companies, when clients want to use messengers, the managers are using their own accounts, and all the dialogue between them and clients are stored on their phones, which is not safe, first of all, and it's very hard to keep track of client communications and to keep track how your managers do their job. And the employees always maybe very keen to see how each and every part of communication with the client went. So here you see it's very easy for the client. They're just using their messenger casually as they would have if they were chatting with their friends. So they can exchange photos, they can exchange video messages with your manager, and your manager will be can do it from their phone, or they can do it from the computer.
Yeah, and let me just explain briefly why Telegram. Telegram is very, very advanced. They are we are in regular communication with Meta that runs WhatsApp, with Telegram, with Viber, and every other messenger, with Apple as well. And Telegram is the first to open their API to do things that other messengers that cannot. This is the reason why Telegram is beating WhatsApp in certain markets. As far as I know, Telegram is growing very, very rapidly in India. I know we have partners from there. If that's your experience, please share. As well as in Brazil, and I believe in the United States as well. Telegram is picking up in popularity. Michael, I would appreciate if you share, if you see people using Telegram in United States.
Yeah,
so
definitely. So this level of accessibility of the API that shows Telegram is not matched by other messengers. So we started with Telegram because it was the easiest and the most obvious things to do.
Because a lot of you guys are going to be asking, can we do this with WhatsApp? We've talked to WhatsApp, we're waiting for them to give API to do the things that we are showing.
Yeah, and you've seen how easy it was to just set it up. You can do it from your phone. It's very user-friendly, so to say, developer-friendly. Of course, there are scenarios when clients don't want to talk on the phone, and well, in these cases, they prefer to use the app. But well, we're not limiting you just to Telegram or just a phone. In fact, you can, while communicating with the client,
switch from one,
yeah, you can switch from one to the other, or you can even communicate on your phone while on your call. You can switch to Bitrix24 app and send some information to the client via Telegram. And it's also all will be stored inside CRM. And well, based on our experience, there are requests from clients or from managers for this level of, well, multi-channel communication.
Yeah, there are a lot of instances when either you call someone or someone calls you, and you understand while talking about something that you need to send files or you need to send videos, and it's easier to switch to a messenger at this point. And the great thing about Bitrix24 is with a single button, you send a text message to your customer who just called you, and you continue the very same conversation
inside a messenger. You can also use QR codes inside your newsletters or inside your physical promo materials to allow clients to easily connect with you via Telegram. Once they scan the QR code, the messenger opens up and they can just send the first message, and it creates an open channel inside the CRM. So once again, once you've set up Telegram integration, all communications can be easily channeled through Telegram. You don't need to do any other things. All phone numbers can be easily identified.
That's one thing that we didn't mention. When someone uses Telegram and sends you a phone number or email, the data is automatically parsed and saved to your CRM. So that email will be added. So if you create a lead or a deal, it will be added automatically in your CRM. Same with the phone number. It's parsed automatically.
Yeah, and you wouldn't be able to do it if you were just using Telegram to Telegram communication, obviously.
Correct.
So again, we encourage you to try this integration and encourage your clients to use these simple tactics, how to invite their clients to Telegram. Once they start using it, once they get the taste of it, how easy it is to communicate with a company using Messenger, we think it's going to be, a turning tide, and nobody would want to use, email or even call you.
And it saves a lot of money because phone calls and text messages, they do cost a lot of money. And if we're talking about, cross-border communications, those things
definitely. And it's easier to track the communication between your managers and clients via text messages rather than listening to phone call recordings, for instance. So we do see a big future for integration with messengers, and Telegram is just the start.
Okay, so we've talked about professional CRM that has deals, leads, documents. We've shown you new Bitrix24 communication tools inside your mobile app. So ability to use email, the great new Telegram integration. What's next for a great mobile CRM? Obviously, ability to do actual sales and to accept payments. So the next part I'm going to be talking about is how to use new Bitrix24 mobile app in order to accept payments without having a point of sale device. And this is, again, what we've done opens entire new markets for you, businesses that do not, they're mobile in a literal sense, like realtors, for example. Most realtors travel, on a regular basis every single day. So this is the businesses that we had in mind that when we created this solution. And there's actually a personal story with custom furniture that I've ordered for my own apartment. And the entire process took about 2 weeks, because first the person comes, they take their measurements, they show you the different types of different colors, different materials. Me and my wife selected what we wanted, then they sent the estimate. Then after we agree on the estimate, they sent us invoice, we pay the invoice, and then there was, we had to wait for, I think, 5 to 6 days for delivery. We believe with Bitrix24, most of those things can be sped up greatly, and you should be able to do this within 1 hour. So the next concept that I want to talk about, the idea of hybrid CRM, and this is what I mean. It means that you have a business. Certain employees are located either in office or they work from home, primarily from personal computers and laptops. And you also have a lot of field workers who have their part, and they do their part with their mobile Bitrix24 app. And you need to separate stages and access rights so that field workers only need to have access to what they need to have access to, and then people in the office do their part. So that's the idea of hybrid CRM. And when this idea is completed, then you can do everything right from your mobile device. So the sales part, you already know that we've had a lot of options available to you with integrations via PayPal, Stripe, things of this nature, online banking apps. We want to make things even more efficient. So we are ready to introduce a new Bitrix24 product for offline sales, and it's called Bitrix24 Terminal. Now let's talk about terminals, for example. I'm not sure what they're called in your country, POS devices, terminals, but you've seen those things at a gas station, or if you've ordered pizza delivery, you probably had a person who came with pizza and the terminal, you grabbed your credit card or hopefully debit card, not all of us are lucky, and you pay for it. But if you think about the cost, those things are pretty expensive. You have to rent them, usually either from your bank or from a merchant processor. You have a required minimal volume, or you have to pay extra fees. From each and every commission, you usually pay about 2 to 3%. Then you if you have, let's say you sell pizza and you have 3 restaurants, you have to have terminals for each restaurant, and every person who does the delivery, you have to have a terminal for them. So, these things can to be very, 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 very expensive. So those are the disadvantages. Also, you have to charge them. They break down regularly. You have to return them to the office every evening because accountants have to download data from there. So, it's a nightmare. So let's talk about new Bitrix24 terminals. Now I'm going to tell you right away that it's going to be available in 2 markets at the beginning, and those are the markets where QR payments are common, and they support everything from taking the payment to issuing physical checks. So this is how terminal looks on the customer side. All they need to do is see the QR code, grab their camera, scan the QR code, and make the payment. And the next video shows how it's set up on the customer side. So you go into your CRM, you set up terminal, you enter the payment amount, the QR code is generated, you show the QR code to the customer, they scan, and then you see that the payment has been received. So it works even without the CRM, so you can just accept the payment if you want to. So we think that there are number of businesses that can benefit greatly from Bitrix24 terminal. So those are the ones who do a lot of deliveries and spend a lot of money on terminal rentals. If your business has multiple stores, multiple locations, and you have to have a POS system for each and every one, those are great beneficiaries. And also, if you do weekend sales, let's say farmers markets, that's great too. So Bitrix24 terminal, you can set it up in literally 3 minutes. We are going to roll out instructions how it can be done, and we're starting with India and Brazil. I know that a lot of you guys communicated with me in the partner portal. I've asked, for different markets, whether you have this type of solution in your country or not. More countries will be added later on once this technology proves to be a success and we will work all of the technical kinks out.
Now let's talk about Bitrix24 calendar. We know our clients do love our calendar. We have issued many critical updates to it that added integration with iCloud calendars, Google calendars. Now we've added some tweaks how to make room bookings and etc. So it's much easier to work with it on a desktop, or if you integrate with your device, it's really easy to get track of your calendar. And we know it's really important for our clients, and they love to use it to plan meetings inside your Bitrix24, your organization that uses Bitrix24. However, there is always a demand to use calendar to use it outside of your organization, for example, to schedule meeting with your clients. So for it, we've created what we've called open slots. We see it as a whole new product, and it works well. Let's be honest, it works basically like Calendly. With it, you can now share your calendar outside where a link, and anyone can follow this link and see the open slots you have available in your calendar. They can browse it through web or mobile device. They can pick the right slots you have. You can set up what's the size of a slot they can pick, and it's easy, just like if you have been using Calendly, so you don't need to integrate with it. Okay, but what if we are talking about sales managers? They might not be using calendar, but that's why we also added open slot function inside Bitrix24 CRM. So now not only it is available inside calendar, but it is also available for a sales manager to share a link for their open slot directly from a deal card, and they can send it to the client, and the client can book the meeting when it's for the time when it's available. Well, it's more convenient for them instead of going back and forth, calling with the client and picking the right slot.
Okay, and now switching to Bitrix24 Sign. Okay, hopefully everything worked out with sound all right. Can you guys still hear and see me? Everything is okay? Great. Okay, so Bitrix24 Sign. I want to thank every partner who participated in the beta testing of Bitrix24 Sign, because we've done extensive testing with over 700 partners who have participated. I'm going to go into great detail about what Bitrix24 Sign does and how it works, because I know that there are a lot of partners who didn't have a chance to test it, and I think it actually makes sense to start with the benefits. Why a electronic signature solution makes sense, especially inside CRM. So, there are a lot of clients who are concerned with ecological impact of using paper products, but also, it's very important to do things quickly, and everyone understands that signing documents online via email, where text messages works much better, much faster than doing it, with paper documents or sending it via FedEx. So that's obviously a great solution. And our strategy is to make a free electronic signature solution that customers and businesses absolutely love. So that's what we started. That's the idea behind Bitrix24 Sign. So let me show you a few scenarios how it works on the mobile app. So again, very, very simple. When the document is created, it needs to be signed by both parties. So when you sign a document and it's a legally binding thing, there are certain things that can be used as a person's identifier, because you have to verify that you are who you claim you are. And one of the most common scenarios is that the phone number is your identifier. So when you sign something by a text message, the system verifies that you are who you say you are. So the process has to work on the both sides. So the first video that I've shown you is how business sign a certain document that they send to their customer. Now the customer receives a text message. They view the contract that has been sent by a business. They see that it has been signed, and now they sign it on their side. So this is how the signing process works. At the end of the process, a digital certificate is issued. And the benefit of the digital certificate is that this is the legal thing that actually proves that two parties have entered into the agreement. And it can be easily verified. The IPs are tracked, the dates the document has been signed have been checked. And there's actually a free integrity service that we provide that is available, because if somebody attempts to use Photoshop to do something, you can see easily whether the document has been tampered with or not. Okay, so Bitrix24, the great thing about it is that signatures of this type that are integrated with Bitrix24 can be sent via email, via text messages, or even WhatsApp. And again, all of the features that you see on your screen is and has been available to you as part of the beta testing. And I'm happy to say that Bitrix24 Sign is finally out of the beta test, and it is now open and available to all clients. The actual launch date, I believe, is going to be this Friday, and we are going to start with enterprise clients first. Then it's going to be professional plan, and then
all the rest.
Yes. The reason for this is that because during the testing stage, we've seen that there are businesses who use tens of thousands of signatures, and we want to make sure that we scale up the load gradually.
Yes, since it's well managed by separate servers for each region. We have one in the United States, we have one in Europe, and we need to balance out the load for these regions and for the servers once we start the rollout for all clients.
And again, I want to stress that Bitrix24 Sign is free to businesses in both respects. It is available on the free plan, and then if you use commercial plans, it's included in the price. So again, we want to make signing process for documents as easy as receiving a text message. As a part of the promotion, in order to make Bitrix24 Sign more popular, Bitrix24 Enterprise and Professional plans are going to come with free unlimited text messages for signing. So it's going to be included in the price. You can generate as many documents, have as many signatures as you want to. So let me show you the actual working scenarios, how signing document works inside CRM. The first video that I'm going to show you is about you first think about how the automation should work. So you have your CRM, you have your deal stages or lead stages, and you have to think, okay, I'm now going to work the signing process into the automation part. So we have rules and we have triggers that are a part of Bitrix24 CRM. And you can, add documents, you can specify who's responsible for what, because usually on your side, the party that has the power to sign is a specific partner or specific or department, like let's say accountants, they have the power to do something, or a person. Sometimes it's only CEO can sign something, or things of this nature. So once you set up your automation, it will work like magic. Once a certain stage is reached, once a trigger is triggered, the rule is executed. So, and all of those things are going to be reflected inside your CRM. So on this video, you will see how easy to actually set up and edit a specific document. So on the first video, we've created automation process. Now you have a document, and you can see that Bitrix24 allows you to use dynamic fields. So if you have to use numbered contracts, or if you have a date that changes because you sign it on one date, the customer might sign it on another date. So those dynamic fields are supported, and it's very, very easy to do for a person who's not technical savvy. It's extremely, extremely easy. I think we have a audio issue. It's going to be fixed shortly. Let's switch on to the third video. And in this video, I want to stress that signing works not only inside CRM. So on your screen, you see documents. It's Kanban board, but it's not CRM. It's documents. It's those so-called smart documents. And you can work with those documents. You can do same things. You can edit documents. Things are recorded in the timeline. Even though you are not inside CRM, or you may not want to use CRM, it works just with documents. So really, really, really awesome scenario. And the great thing for you as a partner, because you make a lot of money with CRM clients A, and you make a lot of money with automation. Now you have low-code automation options for CRM and the signing process. It's a great thing to do. Companies really, really appreciate it. They want to be efficient, and signing process can take a lot of time and efforts because you have to move the documents around. Once you do the automation, it works like magic. So this is a can you guys hear me? I think there's a little bit of echo. Okay,
fine.
So okay, the process of a person who comes and who did custom furniture at my home, if you think about it in advance, and if you set it up as an automated process inside your CRM, you can work out an ideal workflow where everything is done using a mobile phone in just 1 hour, including things like accepting payment that I've talked about, and signing documents. Because when you order furniture, you usually have to sign things. Here's a process that can be fully automated, from measurements, from estimates to quotes to paying, invoicing, and to signing all of the documents that need to be signed. So.
And all using just Bitrix24 tools that's available inside Bitrix24. No third-party integrations are needed.
Correct. We've done all of the integrations for you. Again, it's legal, it saves a lot of time and money, and it's a great, 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 great tool for you guys. Okay, let's talk about prices. Again, it is available to you on every single plan, including the free plan. But the things that are of the most value to businesses, like ability to sign documents and send contracts via text messages or by WhatsApp, those are reserved exclusively to professional and enterprise plan. Here's our, here's our thinking. Here's a free tool that you can show to any business. They will appreciate how well it works. And then once they understand that they can not only do this via email, but they can also do it via messengers, via text messages, they will be happy to switch to professional and enterprise plans. So that's Bitrix24 Sign for you.
Yeah, we believe Bitrix24 Sign is, well, the next big thing that will really turn the things around for the and bring more new customers and improve the processes, how things are done. But now let's turn to the Bitrix24 Cloud Enterprise. We see enterprise plan in the cloud is one of the important and, well, crucial part of our strategy. As you know, we've launched enterprise plan not really long ago.
9 months ago,
yeah.
in August 1st, 2022.
Yeah, and well, we pressured that, well, this particular plan should have, well, improved performance based on dedicated infrastructure. It has additional support level, increased REST API limit, and some more features specifically for the big enterprise. And we're pleased to see that at this moment, up to, well, technically more than 10% of our clients are enterprise clients. And we have 96% rate satisfaction with the level of support they're having. And it's really important for us to push forward with this direction. That's why we finally are happy to talk about single sign-on for Bitrix24. Well, there are obviously a few complicated terms that we need to address right away.
The technical people understand what those stand for, because those are different standards for different type of things that are critical to single sign-on technologies.
Yes, and here's how we are going to address the single sign-on from the start. So the Active Directory app by Bitrix24 will be connected to Microsoft Azure Active Directory server, and then it will be parsing data to Bitrix24. I think we have a video here of how it is going to work inside your Bitrix24. So you will have a separate section for SSO setup.
And we should stress that this is how it's going to work with cloud Bitrix24 accounts.
Yes.
Because on-premise solutions, you guys were able to customize and do this, for years and years. Now this is how it can be easily done with cloud.
You insert your Active Directory URL. You pick the department where you want to import the data. Again, you've use the data you've received from Microsoft Active Directory, provide information there, and once it's connected to Bitrix24, your setup is complete, and now Bitrix24 will be working with single sign-on. We will be supporting SAML 2.0 and SCIM 2.0 protocols. And we believe, too soon, definitely there is a great demand from enterprise clients for this tool, because it will allow to introduce this to companies who already has demand for it, who are already using it, and allow them to manage user identification and user rights from one place.
Let me just interrupt briefly. I want to clarify one thing. Microsoft Azure is required, but it's free, and the Bitrix24 app for the Azure is free as well. So that's one of the great things about this type of integration, because it's going to be available without extra charges. and the testing is actually going to start in May.
Yeah, right now you can go to our social media groups, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Telegram. There you will find information about how to take part and in a beta test. It basically will require for you to go to our partner portal, fill in the form where you will specify your cloud account. It can be either free or enterprise plan cloud account. Your NFR account will not be valuable for it. And the logic here is free account has no user limit, and this will allow you to operate with large amount of users being imported into Bitrix24. No other accounts can be used for it. And once the client has a greater number of users already in their Bitrix24, the only option for them is to purchase the enterprise plan. So again,
don't ask whether it's going to be available for professional plan. No, the SSO is either free or enterprise.
Yeah, feel free to follow the links in our social media. You will find instructions how to submit a request of your account to be added into the waiting list. And in May, once we're ready, we will send in your invitations and announcement that you can start testing the new feature. Okay, obviously, when it comes to SSO, we have Bitrix24 app that has MSI distributives that can be easily also deployed.
Yeah,
we're a local network.
The reason SSO is needed is you have thousands of employees that you need to add, at the same time. The MSI distributive allows an admin to use local network and deploy it, for hundreds or thousands of people. So this distributive have been available for a while. The new desktop app will support SSO, and we have desktop apps for Windows, for Mac and Linux.
Yes. Okay, another thing we would like to share with you is results of a recent load testing that has been performed by our team that manages the cloud infrastructure. And what they did is they simulated a load test for a certain enterprise plan account that is working in an enterprise infrastructure server. They've simulated that, for instance, an account with almost more than 20,000 employees.
With 3,000 of those working with the CRM simultaneously, and the CRM was huge with over a million contacts.
Yeah, 500,000 companies, more than 1 million contacts, and we've been testing it for 24-hour load test, and we've seen that it can stand out this type of load.
Extraordinary load, yes, it's really, that's a heavy load. Not even large clients. Most don't have 20,000 employees and don't have thousands of people working with CRM simultaneously.
So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to publish information about this load test soon, because I know some of our clients are referring to if there is any information about how many contacts can this handle. So now we have this data. And obviously we would like to address all your questions about the roadmap, how are we planning to develop the product. There have been many features that you've suggested during our meetings, and just we're sending feedback about how we should develop the enterprise plan. So what we will be focusing on and what we see are the most demanded or key features are further updating our native mobile app, so we're make it possible to work through the app with more tools from Bitrix24 to make them more adaptive, easier to use from the mobile phone.
Let me stress two important points here. So the new Bitrix24 Enterprise, and this roadmap is for the rest of this year and early next year. We're going to rely on a role-based model. So this is what it means. You have, inside a large company, you have accountants, you have lawyers, you have managers, and rather than set up individual access permission rights for certain employees, you set up access rights based on the employment role. So accountant, for example, you have 5 accountants. They usually need to have members of the same groups and have same type of access. So you will create a role and access rights will be available for those. And also ability to turn off any tool that you don't need to, that you guys have been asking us for years, how can I turn off, everything other than CRM and tasks. Now with the new enterprise, you will be able to turn on.
Yes, this feature will only be available in the enterprise plan, so the account admin can turn off or on some features for certain category of users. So yeah, again, this all been asked for mostly you guys partners, but some of the clients. So we picked these key points that we will be extensively working on during this year and early next year. And after that, we will be glad to share with you what are we going to do next. And well, again, just to have a look, the key advantages of the enterprise plan are very obvious just by looking at the pricing table. You can not only increase user count, there is storage advantage of enterprise plan, BI analytics, and all the key features required by big enterprises like single sign-on or extensive load.
Yes, let me talk a little bit about Bitrix24 sites. You'll be able to catch breath. So we have introduced a lot of new templates for Bitrix24 sites and a new catalog for it. So those new templates are divided by the industries that they're specifically created for, and they are already available to all of Bitrix24 clients inside Bitrix24. We have also done a lot of work on the visual editors, and we have specifically focused on mobile development because more and more people access websites using their smartphones. Again, the topic of this release is take the future into your hands, and because there are so many different mobile vendors and different operating systems, and then they have different screen sizes, different resolutions. With the new editor, you can actually, select a specific model, and you will be able to edit your site and see whether it's going to look well on your new Samsung, whether it's going to look okay on older iPhones.
It works instantly. You don't need to update the page, and it's really critical to save your managers time who are creating landing pages and websites. And we're happy to say that we see
sites are tremendously popular. Over 500,000 sites have been, and those are sites that have been created and published, because a lot more people play around. They see, oh, sites, let's click there, let's see what it is. Those are the published websites.
Yeah, and as we promised, you can't escape the AI talks and AI revolution this year. So due to neural network breakthroughs, the clients already expect it to be available inside the product. And we also been tampering and playing around with this tool, so we would like to introduce Image Assistant AI for Bitrix24 websites. So seeing that images is a critical part of any website content, and it's sometimes very painful to get a quality image.
Sometimes it's expensive.
You have to buy it, or you need to hire a designer to create it. Now you can create it instantly using AI. You just need to enter the prompt. We will have some tips and tricks for clients inside help desk articles how to create helpful prompts that will yield better results because, well, it's not always obvious what you should write.
The intelligence needs specific directions, and the way you interact with image generating models is that there's certain type of instructions.
This has been around for some time, but for many people it's still new. So we will be publishing some advices for people on how to achieve better results using the AI tool. But as you can see, it really takes, well, seconds to create beautiful images. They look very natural, very realistic, and all you need to do is just type in the words what you want to see on the image. Well, with some exceptions.
It's faster to write things down than to search for images.
Yeah, basically, if you get too used to this tool, you can create images in seconds, and it will be much faster than you will take time to go through Shutterstock web page.
Correct.
Additionally, obviously, the second important part of the website content is text, and the text should not be just easy to read and beautiful. They also need to be optimized for the search engine in order to your site to be higher in the search index. So that's why we've also integrated text assistant AI in the fields for Bitrix24 website. So, for instance, I want to create a catchy headline for my website or for a web page, and all I need to do is to tell the AI to create a title that will be useful for search engine to understand and interpret it correctly, and it just takes seconds, and it will give me some options. I can pick some of them, I can regenerate it, or I can just use what AI offered as an inspiration to create my own title.
Let's actually use this opportunity and ask you guys, partners, can you please write down in the chat whether you already had a chance to play around with ChatGPT or other artificial intelligence solutions, whether you think them valuable and relevant to your businesses. So I think that will be a very interesting feedback.
Yeah, and if you have received requests from clients already that wants to see it implemented inside their systems, and if so, where do they expect to see it?
Also, because we have partners in pretty much every country, it's important to note that the artificial intelligence solutions are not available in all countries for two reasons. Some countries, like I think Italy and Germany, they
have temporary bans for certain type of
and then
technology.
On the vendor side, ChatGPT also decided that they're going to provide their services in some countries but not others. So this is going to be a subject to local rules and regulations.
Yeah, but in general, for most regions, this both image assistant AI and text assistant AI will be available from the start.
And this image has been created by
our image assistant AI, right?
Artificial intelligence.
You should see that coming. A brief word about
excuse me. Bitrix24 market has been updated and redesigned, and those changes have not only been cosmetic, even though the interface is now much fresher. The coolest thing that we've done with the marketplace, and I think for a lot of partners you understand how important marketplace is, both in terms of extending Bitrix24 capabilities by using add-ons, and also for you in order to generate extra revenue and bring new clients. I know that I see a lot of faces of the partners who are here. You create apps and you make them available via the market. We have created collections, and those are certain apps grouped together that make sense. We have added user reviews. excuse me.
And ratings.
Because people trust reviews by other people, and for you as a solution provider, it's very important to read the feedback of what people actually tell you, because this feedback is very valuable for further app development.
Whew, and we're almost there.
Almost there.
But as we promised you, spoiler
alert.
last time we promised you to have a new chat, and now it's available in all your NFR accounts. It is available in beta, so it's let's say it's an open beta. You can go to your Bitrix24 NFR account, go to chat settings, and there you will see new version button, and here you see how it looks. We were going to a more sleek, modern design inspired by late messengers. So the one of the important parts is to have a sidebar where you see all the information about certain chat. You can see all the links or entities that have been used inside this chat. Another thing we were going is extended reactions to messages. You can now also pin messages or easily forward messages to other chats or other people. And well, I think what's been most important for me, because I've been using this beta version of a chat recently a lot, is how fast it works compared to old chat. Because oftentimes you have a lot of history in your chat, and you've been having conversation in certain chats, work conversations for years, and there's a lot of history, and if you need to pull something from far behind, it takes a lot of effort. But now it's very simple and very fast.
And I think the cool thing about new chat that people ask a lot about is ability to pin messages and not just...
Yeah, this has been requested a lot by me personally also as well. And again, it's an open beta. Some features are still missing. A lot of...
They're being developed. They're not missing.
Yeah, just don't get really frustrated if you don't find some key features there yet, because it's still in development. But your feedback is crucial. Also, it's important to know that since it's a whole new engine, we will be releasing a new API for this chat specifically that will allow you to integrate inside chat and do more cool things inside chat using apps. So we will post more updates again in our partner portal for you to explore the possibilities of the new chart. And you can go and see it for yourself right now.
Okay, so that's the summary of new Bitrix24 features that we think are of the most importance. And those are going to be available to your clients and yourself this Friday.
Oh, it should be available for you right now. As we speak, all partner NFR accounts and your stage group accounts are being introduced to the new features. You should be able to see this update. And tomorrow, this updates gradually from region to region will be implemented for the rest of Bitrix24 user base.
And again, we're talking about cloud Bitrix24 accounts because there is going to be a question, when is this going to be available for on-premise solution?
Yeah.
The answer is the same. It takes anywhere between 3 months and 6 months to test things for on-premise. So this is for cloud accounts, both your NFR accounts and your customers' accounts. Let's talk about prices. And the great thing is that prices are staying the same even though the inflation is picking up again in some countries. We think that the adjustments that we have made before and the successful implementation of our no legacy project that has made Bitrix24 more efficient, it allows us to keep our prices low, and they're staying the same.
Yeah. of course, due to some limitations imposed by AI agents that we use in our product, it's not our
yes, we have to pay for it.
Product. It's third-party product. We can make it available in free plans, but we will make it available. Also, they will be implemented gradually, starting from enterprise plan. We will test out the load, and then we will implement it into professional and standard plans after a while.
Okay.
Okay. Just a reminder, in case you missed and for some reason didn't subscribe.
We've talked about Telegram for I think half an hour. So, and we told you, make sure you use QR codes in your promotional materials. This is our Bitrix24 Telegram channel for our customers. Partners are welcome to join. And we publish both practical tips and a lot of news, product news in our channel. So,
yeah, make sure to subscribe to it, or make sure to introduce it to your clients so they will be aware of it. All the new features that are coming out tomorrow will be reviewed, and there will be more details about them inside the Telegram channel. So you don't always need to explain something to your client. You can say, just take a look at the Telegram channel. There is a great explanation there.
Okay, I think we are ready to open for Q&A session. It took a little over an hour for this presentation, and I believe that we have maybe 20 minutes to talk to you guys. Okay, let's see. Please raise. I see that my colleagues have answered all of the or most of the questions in the chat, so I'm not going to answer those. Would anyone like to ask their question in person? Ankit, go ahead, say something. I want to make sure that we can see and hear you all right. You're muted. Let me see. Okay. Can you unmute, Ankit? Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead.
Hello everyone. Hello Dimitri. How are you?
Hi. We're doing okay, other than a few technical issues.
Yeah. I think we can hear you.
Yes. Hello everyone. So my question was actually regarding to the telephony. Okay. So we have introduced the VoIP and all of those, but one of the major things which is one of the things which is asked is we have mobile SIM cards, right? Which are there in our mobile, and why can't we use the Bitrix24 mobile application to track the logs of it? If as we see in India. Okay, we do provide mobile phones to the employees of ours. Okay, what we can do is we can integrate the mobile logs, as there are some applications like Truecallers or such as, okay, which tracks the mobile logs of the phone which is going in and out. Okay, we can do the same thing in Bitrix24 also, for the people who are not using VoIP services.
If I understand you correctly, you're suggesting that it is necessary for some employees to have their contacts synced between the mobile app, between Bitrix24 database and their mobile device,
not just
right?
Contact, actually, the calls they are making. Okay, so let's say I'm an employee. Okay, and I have been provided a phone from mobile from my from the office itself. Okay, now the company wants to track every single call that I am making from that mobile phone. Okay, and I have a Bitrix24 application downloaded it in. Okay, so that log can, the mobile phone logs, okay, the calls that I am making can be synced with the, Bitrix24.
Okay,
something like that.
Yeah, I think this is, this is a technical issue that is beyond our comprehension, because I don't think that you can force to make all phone calls through the app. I mean, I'm not sure. If you would write an email, we could
take a look at it, but well, it's not a broader scenario, because we usually take into account that employees are used to using their own phones and they don't want.
And we view, in our opinion, most of the times when you use Bitrix24 mobile app and telephony specifically, you will be answering rather than initiating calls. Because usually if you do a lot of phone calls, you are actually sitting at a call center.
I see, yeah. Makes sense, makes sense. Also, I do want to have the second question that I have. As you said, there are unlimited messages for for the Bitrix24 sign.
Correct, and only for signing. Those are text messages that are used to confirm the identity. That's the and to to send the
basically
documents.
the message that sends the link to the client to follow the link and sign the document. That's it.
It's not for SMS marketing or anything else. I need to clarify that the Bitrix24 sign technology is based on a third-party provider. And there are separate servers set up for this, and the SMS, the text messages are integrated with it as well. We're just covering those costs.
I see, I see. That was my question. Thank you for your help.
Okay, I think we're ready for Thiago. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello. About the new beta chat, will be available button to record audio to send to clients in open channel too?
You mean
because
like,
here in Brazil is a very big deal.
You mean like voice messages, right?
Yes, to record audios and send through WhatsApp or any other open channel.
I see. We talked to the devs actually about the voice message capabilities of the new chat because we know it's a big thing in Brazil. They promised to incorporate it a bit later, at later stages. It's not available right now in beta. Another thing that might be used as a ability to send and work with voice messages in the chat is to build your app and use our chat API to, well, basically integrate it with another solution that will record messages and send them. But right from the start, the voice message functionality is not available in the new chat, but again, it's a beta version. We will definitely stress the importance of voice message capabilities in chat for Brazilian markets and, well,
and by the way, Thiago, some of our employees are going to be in Brazil, in I think Rio de Janeiro for Web Summit. Make sure you use this opportunity. I think it's going to be early May. Make sure you use this opportunity if you want to meet in person and give suggestions. I'm sure that the partner departments have contacted all of our Brazilian partners with instructions. If you want to do this, we'll be more than happy to see you in person.
Okay, I will be there too. So just to be clear, the button to audio recording is already on the roadmap or no?
Well, let's say this current version of the chat that is implemented, it doesn't contain voice messages, but it is in the next big update coming list of features.
Okay, let's go to Saudi Arabia. We have Mahmoud with Riyadh. You're in Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, correct? Am I not mistaken? Oh, you're muted. Let me unmute you, or can you unmute?
Yes.
Okay. No, actually from Egypt.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
Okay. Actually, I have a question related to the voice message on Facebook and Instagram. There is other feature a lot of customers are asking about, which is replying privately on the comments, like in Facebook and Instagram. There's an option in Meta that you can reply private on the comment to reply with message, not to reply on the comment itself.
Which specific messengers are you talking about?
In Facebook and Instagram.
Well, unfortunately, at the moment we are in communication with Meta, enabled to use to access the APIs, but it's very
slow. Let's
say. Yeah, and that's why we're not able to integrate WhatsApp as easily as we did with Telegram, and the same goes to Instagram and Facebook messengers.
But if you send us an email, we can show it to our tech team, because I think that I know that there are direct message. We do support direct messages for Instagram. I'm just not
Actually,
sure whether this scenario that you want is available.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
usually.
in the Egyptian markets, they are not having the comments or having any prices on the comments in the post. So they actually reply by sending them private message to the customer itself.
Yeah, I think one of the issues is that when the API is given access, Meta does not want CRM providers to initiate the contact. It's okay to respond, but if you send us an email, we can show it to people who actually work with Meta. Okay.
Of course. Another quick question, I'm sorry. In Instagram, since you already merged Instagram comments and Instagram direct messages in one one channel or one contact center, there is any option to make any difference between them, because the agents, we face this in a project, that some of the agents, while they are replying to the comments, they actually saying that this comments is a direct message, not a comment on the post.
Yeah, well, these deep technical questions, I'm afraid we can't address.
I think it's better if you contact our help desk, because
we'll be sharing both of them, of course.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let's go to Bruno. Nice to see you. Hold on while we are unmuting you. Oops, not yet.
Yes.
How are you, Bruno?
Thank you. Hi, guys. Listen, very, very, very nice work. A lot of new features, but I wanted to, let's say, very clearly to send a message, particularly to all of you, and in general about the overall strategy we particularly, but maybe other partners around the world are having. Right now, I see that there is let's say, a very clear declaration by Dimitri regarding the fact that the on-premise should, let's say, fear 3 to 6 months alignment to the cloud version. Unfortunately, this two-speed strategy does not work for us at all, because this way, those new features are, let's say, delaying quite a lot, maybe longer, and this is not working at all for our strategy as a company, which is working not just in Italy or in Europe, but also right now in US and Latin America. So because of this, I would like to ask if there is any bigger change in order to realign both together, maybe shorten it, and maybe in the future to align promptly, because when you are releasing, the release as a secondary step to the on-premise is basically damaging us. Okay, so that's something that should be, let's say, completely reinvented from your side. Thank you.
I think the reason why many or most vendors went exclusively cloud, and I think Atlassian and others are discontinuing on-premise solutions entirely, is because if you want the speed, cloud is the only option. The reason we have to test it for 3 months or 6 months is not because we're lazy. It's because the on-premise solutions are the legacy solutions, and you have to deal with different setups, and not every on-premise solution is updated, and then the on-premise solution runs on multiple legacy solutions, and in order to check all of those, whether everything is compatible.
Yeah, well, this question pops up.
I wish I could say that,
And we actually, every time we go to the development team, to the QA teams, and we ask them if this can be made faster, or if we can improve the process so that the on-premise updates are released earlier. Basically, usually the answer is we release them as soon as possible, and if we want to shorten the period between cloud updates and on-premise updates, that will mean that the cloud updates will come out later, and this not what would anyone want.
I mean, you understand that the cloud this new release. It's in cloud. It's going to be updated automatically by a person clicking one button in one day. On-premise solutions have to be updated manually, and this is why if everything goes wrong with the cloud solution, we have bug reports immediately. We can see things and we can fix them in a short period of time.
I know. It's part of a strategy. I can fully understand for certain features which will now go on the on-premise, like the single sign-on you just announced, for example. But for, let's say, very basic features like the new chat, or let's say the sign, signature, and so forth, it should be available at the same time. Otherwise, from the customer point of view, there are some, let's say, customers which are on legacy, like on the on-premise, which are looking at some other, let's say, competition going on cloud, and this is creating them a disadvantage versus the, let's say, other companies. I mean, is in general the consideration about the strategy you're having, and is also part of the answer you, Dimitri, provided to all of us, especially to those ones like me, which are, let's say, putting more heavier investments onto the on-premise, where are you saying, okay, in order to make the on-premise survive, we need to increase the price. Obviously, this happened yesterday, so I'm not asking this to happen tomorrow, but in general, if this is going to survive, so 3 to 6 months later, this is not something which is appreciated by us and obviously by our customers. That's it.
But I think I want you to have clear understanding that if you want new features to be available to you and your customers quickly, you need to switch to cloud. Because specifically talking about Bitrix24 Signs, we had a meeting with our product team, and they're still not they're not 100% sure whether Bitrix24 Sign is going to be available on-premise at all, because it's a separate ecosystem that works exclusively with cloud. And it's not just, they are delaying. This could be a type of an example of a technology that might not be available. And it's because it's technically not feasible. It's not because we don't have this desire. As far as I understand, the reason is that right now we have a certain number of servers that we can set up that work with all cloud accounts. And if we want to do this on-premise, then we need to have a separate server, signature server for every single...
I can understand, Dimitri, but this once again tells to me that you are dividing two strategies. You, as a Bitrix incorporator, are going to cloud, whether the on-premise will be the secondary option. So if we go there, we are not going to have some features. And that's not exactly, let's say, understanding. Because when we spoke about signature months and months ago, it was clear that a little bit of a delay. Now you are saying to us, probably will get not, which is not exactly, let's say, polite. I don't want to be criticizing right now, but this is not a very good message to us. Full stop. Thank you.
Thank you. I do appreciate your honesty, and I think you appreciate that we can be honest and upfront with you as well. Okay, let's go to Akash.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, we can hear you again.
Yeah, thank you for launching new features. Actually, I can see too much features we can now introduce to our clients, and also Bitrix Sign is stable. But I have a simple question regarding the Bitrix Sign. Previously, based on the updates, this was only available in CRM sections. So currently, is it available for SPAs and SPA automations?
At this stage, it's not available to SPAs, as far as I know.
What does SPA stand for?
Smart process
because
automation.
There are, yes, smart process automations.
The Bitrix24 Sign, the signing process is now integrated with the rules and triggers have been created for signing process and is available for CRM automation. I'm not 100% sure about smart processes, but if it has been done in that part of the CRM, it's only a short matter of time where it can be integrated with smart processes as well. Let me address another issue. So we've shown you how signing works for customers, and there have been a lot of requests for online signing, electronic signature to be used inside the company.
Yes, inside.
And this is where it could be, for approvals. That part is not ready yet, but it's something that
we've been working on. Yes.
Yeah, when we said that we believe Bitrix24 sign is the next big thing, is because we understand that signatures can be used in a variety of different scenarios, including employment, when you send people on business trip, or when you approve requests. So that part is still being worked on. So if you send an email, we will be able to provide specifically with your timeline about smart process. I'm not 100% sure, because the way that we've created our demonstration is the scenarios that we believe are the most common for end users and for partners.
Yeah, so again, one more thing about smart process automation. Our team believes this feature is really important, and we bet a lot on it. Since
it might already be available, depending on what you're talking about specifically. You just caught me off guard. I'm not prepared because we were talking about smart documents, and I've shown you the automation, how it works. I'm not 100% sure that we're talking about the same thing. So if you simply send us an email, we will be able to, with specific scenario, what you want to be done, then we will be able to answer this question.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. We have Julio. Go ahead. Hold on a second. We have not unmuted you yet.
I think we did.
Say something, please. No. Let's see. Go ahead.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, it's only a question for clarify the conversation that we had before with Bruno. Just to understand, you say that on-premise need to migrate for the cloud in the future. You don't.
No. There is place for both. You can have on-premise. You can have a cloud solution. We support both systems, but you need to understand that there are certain technologies that might be available for cloud only. And the other part is the reason why new features are released
in the cloud
cloud much faster. Yeah, is technical in the nature. We're still, we add every feature that can be added to on-premise will be added to on-premise. The delay, happens for technical reasons. I'm not suggesting that you need to migrate on-premise clients to
the cloud,
and there is no solution to do that. We can provide you with a file that allows you to move cloud solution on-premise,
but there is no going back.
That is, I'm sorry if I misled you. This is not something that
we suggested.
Yeah,
it's important to be this very clear, because all investments that we have, it's in on-premise, and I saw so many changes in the price with on-premise the one day for the other. Now I saw this comment and I don't understand so well what is your intention for the future, and we'd like to be very clear, because our customers doesn't accept work with the cloud version. This is something that is very clear, because
let me be clear. The first pricing, all of the pricing that changes that we've made, and I think you've been to our past partner meeting in April. We specifically stated that the reason we want on-premise and cloud to cost the same or very similar, and we want the
client to pick
one of the other, not because of the price, but because of the technical requirements. So on-premise solution clearly has advantages, and that clients are willing to pay to partners for further development. But unfortunately, it has disadvantages as well, one of which is the speed of deployment of new features. And the reason that, at the same token, cloud has disadvantages. It cannot be customized as easily as on-premise. It's just, we are committed to supporting both technologies for as long as it makes sense. But we do see that there are different trends that happen, that cloud is clearly winning over on-premise solutions. So, and you know, we are forced to follow the market trends and where the customers go.
More on the cloud.
Yeah, but on-premise solution is worked on. All of the updates that are available are being added to it, and again, all of the pricing changes that happen to on-premise is specifically with the goal of making it an even choice. And, but when you bring on a new client, you really have to think whether it makes more sense for them to be a cloud enterprise client or on-premise
client. Yes.
Okay, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay, let's see.
I think that was the last question. No one wants to raise their hand. It's been an hour and a half. And okay, you guys will receive all of the updates on Thursday, and the clients will see the updates on Friday. And if you want to take part in the single sign-on testing, please contact us in early May.
The partners should receive updates already.
Oh, sorry. Again, and there are certain things that you guys participated in testing that you've been, I know, I mixed everything up. Today, I confused everyone. That's an accomplishment. And
it's been a long day.
By the way, this release is a release number 24 for Bitrix24.
Yeah.
Bitrix24 is 12 years old. We have 2 releases a year, so this is the 24th release of Bitrix24. So it's a great date for us.
Anniversary of sorts.
Anniversary of sorts, yes.
Yes. So I believe we don't have any live questions.
This session has been recorded and will be shared with partners. Am I correct on that?
Yeah. By the way, you can also watch this inside on YouTube. So with the same link, you can rewatch the whole stream.
I do apologize for technical difficulties.
Yeah, if it was a bit unclear or you didn't hear us well through all the time. But we will also share more details, and we will share the presentation on our partner portal. We will also be posting more details about these updates, like new chat beta, about single sign-on beta testing. All will be posted inside Bitrix24 portal for partners and inside our closed groups and social media. So make sure to follow us there. And till next time, guys.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.